Hi, everybody. Can you hear
Hey,
us?
everybody.
Did that work better? I'm sorry, Mrs. Cassandra. Everyone says that it sounds like I'm like talking mid sentence when my stream starts. They gave me that tactic of like start the stream, then add us in. So I
Okay.
wanted to see if it worked.
Well, hopefully it worked out.
So, how's it going? How are you?
Good. It's tomorrow's my Monday, so not too excited.
Oh, do you have like the
I
Sunday
have.
blues?
Yep. It's like,
That's
man, I gotta go to bed early. I don't want
ugh,
to go to bed.
that's the worst. And then I always would stay up too late because I'm like, I don't want to get up tomorrow and go to work.
Exactly. That's what I do. Is I stay up too late
And
and
then
I
just the
never
next day
sleep.
sucks because you're like, it sucks even worse now. I'm crabby and sleepy.
Exactly. Yep. I just like there's times where I'm like sitting there on the computer just waiting for calls, like just like leaning back with my eyes closed. Like, and then the beep in my ear will like make me jump because I'm like dozing off. It's like, well, there's no calls. I'm gonna take a nap.
I get it. I do that. I have to like not do computer work in the afternoon because that's when I start to get real sleepy. So at like 2:30 or 3 p.m., like I'll start head bobbing and I'm like, get up and do something different. Like move your body.
Yeah, I have to do that even after I drink my coffee. I'm like just sitting there, and I'm like, oh man, I need to just stand up because if I just sit here, I'm gonna fall asleep. And there's times where it's like I can feel myself kind of like dozing off in the calls. It's like, oh, that's not good.
I know. That's because you're so bored. You're like, I don't
Yeah,
care about any of this. That's how I
that's why you
always was.
have that's why I have like I have a coloring, like I color or just play games on my phone. But my battery just dies so quick now. It's ridiculous.
Oh, been there. Like once it gets so old and you're like, it's not, come on. Like all of a sudden one day it just won't retain the battery life that it used to have.
No, StreamYards kills like just drains my battery. Don't know why.
Yes. It does on my computer too.
Oh, that's good. You use a laptop, right?
Yeah. And I
What
don't
kind
plug it in.
what kind of laptop do you have?
Just a Hewlett Packard, like not I don't know anything else about it. I just like found a good deal on I think Costco's website. It was like shoot, Mousy, how much was it? Because I asked her if it was a good deal. It was like 550 or something. So it
Oh,
like
that's not bad.
no, like I didn't because basically I just bought this computer to stream from and like goof off on. So
Yeah,
I was like,
nothing
well,
wrong with
buying
that.
computers sucks. I'm like, I don't know what I need, everybody. And everyone's like, we don't either.
The
I'm
thing
like,
is the computer I need. I will never like unless I win the lottery. Which no, I'm not the Californian that won that six was or the was it two is it 2.1
oh, yeah, that
or
$1 billion one.
mm-hmm.
That one was crazy. And one person won that. Are you
Oh, I
talking
gotta
to
meet for a second.
no problem? Are you talking to me, Grace Case? Or Mrs. Cassandra? Hey, fun battery fact, guys. Keep your phones charged between 20 and 80%, and it extends the life of your battery. Yeah, I can't remember exactly how much it was, Mouse. It wasn't too much. It wasn't like the least expensive computer, but it wasn't. I don't know. I like it. My only complaint is I can't figure out how to turn off if I if my mouse hover or my cursor all right, let me start this sentence again. I cannot figure out how to turn off if my mouse or cursor like hovers over something. It automatically like opens that link, or if I have it over the mute button, it'll turn mute off and on. Everybody has battery issue. Man, does anybody have an iPhone? Because I did the iPhone update last night, and now the clock on my screen is horrific. I hate it. And I also cannot figure out how to change it. Mousy, have you gotten to the point where it's no longer like a cell phone that you can walk around? You just have like a portable corded phone? That is when your phone has reached the end of its life. And then you're like, I can get more time out of this. You didn't, Grace Case? I did. But I texted a friend of mine today about it, and she said she didn't know either. Go into your settings. I bet it's in there. That's weird. You guys didn't get a notice. I got mine last night. Well, it sent me that notice, like, we're going to update you later tonight. And I was like, just do it now. and then I looked at it. I don't know. It made a lot of changes that I'm not certain I like.
Sorry, 1 second. Every time I unmute. Okay, I'm back.
Okay.
Sorry. I had to take care of the gremlin for a second.
No problem.
Because you know how that goes.
I do know
They
how
behave.
that goes.
They behave until you're on the phone.
Oh, yeah.
Like, there's, oh my goodness, hearing some of the customers' kids in the background, I'm like, oh my God. And they're just acting like nothing's going on. Like, they're just talking like there's no kids fighting and killing each other in the background.
It's a bait. It's so different because when I was growing up, if we made noise when my mom was on the phone, we were like in trouble.
Yes.
And then I even broke my arm once. And when I came home, my mom was on the phone and I was like, well, we've got to wait. And I waited for her to get off the phone. And she's like, no, this is something you can't interrupt me for. I was like, well, I don't know. You trained me well.
Right?
They know when you're distracted.
Yep. They always ask for stuff.
Anything. Your focus is not them. I get it.
Yep. You're going to hear some goldfish. So,
give him some Oreos.
We actually do have, he actually picked out the Oreos. He went shopping with Daddy this time, and he picked out the Oreos.
What flavor?
Original. Double stuff.
That's too much stuff.
Yeah, that's what he wanted. I was like, what? There's no mint ones? And they're like, he's like, yeah, there was, but those are the ones he wanted. He hasn't even asked for them yet.
Sometimes I think it's just getting them sometimes.
You know
You're
what
like,
you
I know
could
they're there.
do? You know what you could do after you're done with the Oreos? Pringles.
Oh.
Pringles.
I would hate that as much as I hate the Oreo flavors.
Oh my goodness. Don't get the Philly cheesesteak one. It's
That
a big
sounds so
no.
disgusting.
It is disgusting. I put it in my mouth and I was like, ugh.
And I love Philly cheesesteaks.
Yeah, so do I, but not as a Pringle. My favorite Pringles is the salt and vinegar, and then the honey mustard. But yeah, we're supposed to be doing Oreos, and we're already what? How many? We're 10 minutes in, and we haven't even started. Oh no.
We're just luring the crowd in.
Yeah. Right, Grace?
John didn't even show, and he's the one that started it all. Damn it, John. No, I'm just kidding.
I don't know if he's still. I know they were doing games in Claire's Discord.
Oh, that makes sense.
So, Claire says she'll be listening,
She
but
won't listen. Okay, well, let's get to Oreos because this week we're doing Neapolitan, and it's all you because I have not had it.
I keep wanting to call it Napoleon. That's all I want to call it. I just want to call it Napoleon. So the thing is about the ice cream is, you know how that's like the number one ice cream they would have at birthday parties.
Yeah. Although I never see it anymore, probably because I don't go to kids' birthday parties.
Yeah, I don't really see it, or well, maybe I don't just pay attention to it because there's just too many like better ice creams out there to
Yeah.
where I don't even pay attention to it in the store. But as a kid, I didn't care too much for the strawberry. I would just go for the chocolate, and with my family, the vanilla and chocolate would just be gone. It's like you'll have the
Everybody would.
vanilla and chocolate just gone. It's just like the leftover strawberry.
I like the strawberry. I don't
Yeah,
think
yeah, not
my
really.
family was very big on you have to take like random scoops. Like if you had a fruit salad, you couldn't purposefully scoop out your favorite fruit. It had to be random scoops.
You have to sign the waiver.
Yeah. So if somebody got caught like just taking the chocolate out of the Neapolitan, now I almost called it Napoleon.
See?
Then they would have
From a
been
bad
busted.
influence. Right? Like, nope, you're going to have to forfeit your food and leave.
They're like, no more for you. And you're like, that's fine. I already had all the chocolate.
I always like that's why I was always trying to be like the first kid because I already knew the chocolate would be gone first. It's like that's the thing that's funny is on my mom's side it's all like vanilla chocolate. Dad's side it's vanilla, strawberry, lemon, like all kinds of crazy stuff. Like just give me chocolate. That's all I want. Just give me chocolate and have it. But so for this one is it has been a minute since I had it. The last time I tried it again, they were already stale, so I threw them out.
Yeah, the Oreos are interesting. I can't figure out the staleness on them.
Yeah, I can't either. So it's supposed to be like a wafer, what waffle wafer?
Vanilla wafer?
No, like is that what it?
Oh, like a waffle cone.
Yes, thank you. Uh, the cookie itself, like the whole cookie, it does taste like the ice cream. Like you get all, like if you were to have all the flavors in your bowl, you do get all the flavors, and actually pretty good. But it's better by itself. It's not really that great dunking it in milk because then it just feels too uh creamy to me anyway. Like when you dump it, like it just doesn't mix well
I can
with
see
the
that.
milk.
Yeah, because like if I just picture a wet waffle cone and that sounds gross.
Well, yeah, because that's why you have to eat. Like if you have the ice cream sitting in the waffle cone for too long, eventually it's gonna sog out, get all soggy. That's never good. The cookie the itself, it honestly didn't taste like a waffle wafer to me. More, it tasted more like of a graham cracker,
Really?
and that was how it tasted to me.
Not shortbread? Or what?
Yeah, I'm not quite sure because it didn't taste like how a waffle wafer tastes. It didn't taste like that to me at all.
Did
Like
it
it
taste
tasted,
like the golden Oreo wafer?
yes, it tasted more like that. It did. It did taste more like that, which I would have been happy if they would have had just. I think it probably would have been better with just the chocolate the chocolate, the normal, the normal Oreos, just with the Neapolitan filling. If I can think, yeah. So like
Chocolate
the
wafer?
yes, I think it would have been. I'm a chocolate fanatic. Like I just love chocolate. I'll eat anything chocolate. So I feel it would have been better that way because I'm not really a big fan of the vanilla Oreos or the golden Oreos, whatever they're called. I'm not a fan of those ones. So yeah, I didn't care to dunk it. It tasted better by itself, but then the cream, like after a while, you kind of just it got too sweet. Like maybe no more than I couldn't eat more than two, and with regular Oreos and mint Oreos, I could do um I could do a good half the pack if I really wanted
Right.
to. You start dunking, and it's just you
You know
can't
what
stop.
though? I can tell like if I like the flavor or not by if I like I'll leave it on my counter and then I'm like, I don't want that garbage. And I can walk by it. But like the dark chocolate ones on my counter, I'm like, ooh. And I
Yeah,
like
those are my other favorite ones. Yeah,
yeah, those I want to into all day. And like you said, I could totally eat half the package in one sitting.
chocolate covered crickets, maybe. I'll try it if it's chocolatey.
It's
He's
chocolate
trying
and
to sound.
protein.
Yeah, right. Yes. So I, it's really hard. Like my son is big on Oreos, especially the mint ones. That is my child. I He did come from me since he likes mint. Uh, he never asked for them. Like he said he liked them, but then they sat and I think my husband ate them more than any of us. He liked them, but he didn't really like care to dunk them either. He said they're better by themselves.
Are they
So
one of those where you're like, man, I'll eat this cookie while I try and figure out what I'm actually going to eat?
kind of like that, or like if it's the only kind of sweet thing you have in your house.
Yeah, and you like reluctant. You're like, this is it. I
Like
guess
I
I'll eat
guess
this. But
that's
you're
what I
never like
did.
sitting on the couch being like, I can't wait till I get to those Oreos later.
No,
You know,
I
here's
didn't.
a fun fact about Oreos that I'm learning because I've like asked a few different creators that don't usually hang out here.
Hmm.
So I always start with, how do you feel about Oreos? And they're like, I don't like them. I'm like, what?
Oh my! That's the thing is, I do love Oreos, but honestly, there's times where I will prefer something else,
I,
like
I think I
besides
thought
that.
I liked Oreos a lot more than I like Oreos. But these flavored Oreos are like skewing my thought process about regular Oreos, I think.
Yeah, the regular ones, obviously, you can't really go wrong with a regular Oreo because it's an Oreo, right? Like mint and the dark chocolate. Those are my two favorite. Those are the ones we mostly get. My husband just saw those and grabbed them. He liked them. I liked them. I want to say so rating. I would say it's hard. I'll give it a 5.
Whoa.
because
It's
it's not like, I don't know, it's not something I would probably get again, honestly. They're good if you really like that ice cream. It tastes exactly like that ice cream, but I'm not really a big fan of that ice cream in the first place. I say I give it a 5 because it is good, but I personally wouldn't get it again unless I was in the mood for it. I don't know if I'm making sense on that. Stop!
no,
Why must you do this?
I know exactly what you mean. Where you're like, that was fine. Like, yeah, that was good. I'll never purchase it or seek it out or even think about it again. But if someone handed one to me, I like wouldn't be angry.
Yeah, exactly.
But if someone handed me the hazelnut Oreo, I would be furious. I would be like, get this out of me by hand immediately. That Oreo was so disgusting. So the Neapolitan just comes in as like, meh, it's fine.
Yeah, it's good. It's like if you're really go no. Oh my god. Hold on 1 second. Sorry.
So you guys are talking about peanut butter cookies. I'm so
Oh yeah.
fascinated.
I love peanut butter cookies, especially my grandma's peanut butter cookies. I don't know what's in them, but crack is probably in there somewhere. Not really.
I like
I love them.
peanut butter cookies with the Hershey Kiss on top.
Oh, I love those. Are with the Snickers in the middle.
Yes. Those are
Love those ones.
so good.
See, this is what happens is because this Oreo flavor wasn't that great. It was good, but this is what happens is we get sidetracked because again, Oreos I love, but I have to really be in the mood for them. Like if I have Oreos and say mint fudge chocolate chip ice cream, I'm gonna go for the mint fudge chocolate chip ice cream.
Yes. And
I'm
I
not gonna.
will say, oh, yeah, I definitely would go for the mint fudge ice cream. Definitely. But
That would
I
be
love an Oreo blizzard.
yeah, that too, or like the Oreo McFlurry whenever McDonald's is whatchamacallit's working, ice cream machine's working.
You know what? I saw an ad for that.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Oh, well, okay. First of all, I was tricked because, they're like all these restaurants are coming out with like holiday flavor
Of course.
drinks and stuff. And they're like, look at McDonald's new holiday flavored dessert. And I'm like, okay, what is that? And it was a freaking Oreo McFlurry. And I was like,
How that's year round.
that's what I said.
They
I'm like, that's not a holiday flavor.
they have they have pumpkin cream pie. You know how the apple pies are into the strawberry cream pies?
They have pumpkin ones? That makes sense
Yeah,
though.
yeah, they have pumpkin cream pie and it's actually really good.
See, I
And
thought it
they
was gonna be like, I don't know what I thought it was. Because I was
and
like,
then they
what kind of
have
dessert can McDonald's come up with? And then I was thinking like they'll probably have like a good coffee,
stop.
hopefully. And McDonald's
I'm
was
gonna
like,
turn
tricked
everything
ya.
off. Making me yell at you on a live stream. Poor Juju.
It's an Oreo stream. Anything goes on.
Yeah, so I would just usually stick with the original mint or the dark chocolate Oreos. That's what those are my top. Mint is probably the top. The dark that's the thing is dark chocolate and the mint one. If they put them together, I would try that. If they put the dark chocolate and mint one together, I would really like that. So you still have pumpkin. So no one's done pumpkin spice yet, right?
No, but Claire told me she saw it at her store.
Yeah. So that's what I was gonna tell you. So Claire she has the pumpkin spice. She of course has mint. I think she said, oh crap, what did she? I
Coconut
think she
caramel.
yes, coconut is what she has too. But She like was naming a bunch of them. She has like a bunch. I just can't remember them off at the top of my head. She just told me like an hour ago. This is how my memory works.
She said I found pumpkin spice, caramel coconut. Oh, snickerdoodle.
Was it snickerdoodle?
And peanut butter chocolate pie.
Yes,
Dang,
that's it. Peanut butter chocolate pie. Yes, I'm gonna try that one.
Okay, I do want to try that one because do you guys remember that article we looked at? That's the one that the article rated as the best.
Oh, that's right. It did.
But I think that article was jacked because they had dark chocolate towards the bottom. And
They
I was
must
like,
not be a dark chocolate lover. Like my
yeah,
husband won't like. He cannot do dark chocolate. He hates it.
no, Sean Coffey, the jury didn't come back on Masterson.
Oh my goodness.
See, I love dark chocolate. That's like my preferred chocolate.
Same here. I love the dark chocolate.
And those
So
were when I bought those Oreos. I mean, I was like, what? These will be like Oreo. I mean, they'll be good. But I was like, good God. I would eat them by like noon. I always had at least 4 of them. And I was like, you've got to calm down with the dark chocolate Oreos.
yeah,
And then that night I would want more. And I would be like, I mean, I blew through that package. And I was like, I can't purchase these anymore because I ate like 4 to 6 of them a
I
day.
have that exactly. I have that problem with the mint and the dark chocolate ones.
Yeah. And I'm like, can't keep them in my house. And then
Yeah.
I bought the regular ones right after the dark chocolate ones. And I was like,
Oh no, you can't do that.
no.
You have to do the regular first and then the dark chocolate. Otherwise, you're just gonna have a whole thing of Oreos just sitting there wasting away in your cupboard.
Every package of Oreos I've purchased since. This is the weirdest experiment. So when I started it, I don't know, because we were talking Oreo all the time. And I'm like, we should rate all the flavors.
It sounded like a good idea, right?
It did. But then I started thinking about it and I'm like, well, I don't want to buy that many packages of Oreos.
Well, that's why you have like, you had what, was John your first?
Yeah, but he just did regular Oreo.
Yeah, so you had a John and then it was Grace. Did anyone come on after that?
Grace did toffee.
Yes.
I did hazelnut. I have the
I think you got sick too.
Oh, yes, I did. And Mousy did dark chocolate.
Oh, that's right. Mousy
So
did
we've
do dark
done.
Chocolate. The thing is with these is because, okay, yeah, they're Oreo ratings, but we also get sidetracked with other desserts that are better than Oreos.
Well, I call them cookie chats now.
Cookie chats. There you go. Yeah, my favorite.
I'm like, we'll do our little Oreo bit, but then I was thinking this is a great way to interview people because you have like a automatic icebreaker. So after like we finish Oreo, we can just be like, "What's your favorite cookie?" or whatever.
What do you guys think of white macadamia cookies?
I like them. I don't love them though. White chocolate, I have to really be in the mood for.
Exactly.
And it has to be like pretty, like in chip form in a cookie, I'll eat it.
Yeah.
But if it's like, if you offer me, I don't know, something like an Oreo dipped in white chocolate, I'll be like, no thanks. Because white chocolate's just sugar. It's not even chocolate.
That's how it feels. That's how it feels to me. Like, you know those Ferrero Rochers?
Yes. In the little gold package?
Yeah, so they have milk, chocolate, they have dark chocolate, and then they have the white chocolate, but I think the white chocolate might have coconut in it. It has a little coconut, but my husband will get me that sometimes, and like he would just be like shaking his head because the dark chocolate will be gone first.
Oh yeah.
And I would just give the white chocolate to our son, or he eats it. But I'm just the dark chocolate's gone first. That one was my favorite.
Yeah, I think if you're a dark chocolate fan, you don't really like white chocolate. I mean, maybe if I just don't think they should call it white chocolate. Like call it something different.
I would like it's yeah, I don't know. I just not really a fan.
No.
I will eat it in the macadamia, the white macadamia cookies, but not really a big fan of those. Those are my husband's favorite though. They used to the what is it? International Delight, the creamer, like the coffee creamer.
Yeah.
Year like oh god, I guess it has been like 11 years since we've gotten it. Because when it was around the time we first got married, and we would go to Winco like every other week when he got paid, and they had that there. It was International's white macadamia, and it actually was pretty good, but I cannot find it anymore anywhere. And that's what I hate. Like when you, that's why it's so hard. You fall in love with certain flavors of things, and they're not really they don't come back. Like they just
Yes.
disappear. Like the Rockstar marshmallow flavor tasted like cream soda to me, and I loved that flavor, but it got discontinued. It was pretty popular too. I just don't get it. So it's just hard to fall in love with flavors, not knowing if they're ever gonna just disappear.
I know. Well, and a lot of flavors don't like the Oreo flavors never drew me in before. I always thought they sounded disgusting. And I
Are you
have a
talking about the creamers?
or well, creamers. I went through a phase. I didn't start drinking coffee till I was in my 30s. And I went through a phase where I was like real into coffee creamers. And then now I can't drink them.
So
Like
what do you just do? How do you drink your coffee then?
with milk. I
Yeah,
mean,
see, that's not bad. Yeah.
my preferred method is to add whipping cream, but
Oh.
yeah, that's delicious. Not like actual whipped up cream, but like the cream that you whip to make whipping. Does that make sense?
like, like, is that a riddle?
I mean, you can add like actual whipping cream too. That is also good. But the cream that
I
you make whipping cream with.
I started. I want to say I started drinking coffee when I was a teenager, and it was because I had a friend that was a little bit older than I am, and she was drinking it, and we would go like because there was like nothing to do because she lived with her sister and her sister kids and her sister's kids because like her mom passed away when she was young, and then her dad was in like a nursing type home, like because he needed taken care of. I'm not sure how to call that. Um, but so we would just that would be our thing is just walk to Circle K or walk to like 7-Eleven to get coffee because those were the only things to really do. So I started drinking it as a teenager, and like I didn't drink it like crazy, and then when I started working, I would only drink it. It was just really weird. I would only drink it on my days off. I never would drink it every day. Like I
That's how I am now.
and I got so yeah, I was like that, but then after I got married because my husband was drink because he works graveyards, so he's hooked up on caffeine most of the time. So since I started getting used to drinking it before work, and then I started drinking. Now I'm working from home. I drink it during work. So I actually have a vivid memory of my mom's uncle giving me coffee in a bottle. I remember
Really?
drinking it. Yeah, I have remember drinking coffee from a bottle. I think my mom's uncle was like here you go, shut up. Like,
This will hype her up and then she'll pass out.
yeah, I was like, I just remember, like, I don't know how old I was. I just have a memory. So I don't know if it just drinking the coffee, like, just did something to where, like, that's just a memory I have. It's just drinking it. And I don't remember anything else.
What a
Oh
crazy
my God.
memory.
I know, like, hey, at least I don't remember anything else. Like
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't like
breastfeeding.
whiskey or anything, right?
Right, yeah. Um, yeah, because on they're really, my mom's side is really heavy coffee, sweet tea, like diabetes sweet tea, and sodas. That's all they drink. We're like the weird kids, like my brothers and I, because we would actually drink water. Like no one else liked it. I love water. I'm gonna say it. I love water. That's all I drink now.
I do too. I drink a lot of water.
Yeah,
That's
so now I just drink. I don't drink sodas anymore. Like every once in a while I'll drink one, but I just do water for the rest of the day and just do my coffee or energy drink. Otherwise, I only do one a day. Like I can't do. I notice if I do too much caffeine after a certain time, I'm not sleeping.
that's how I am. I mean, and like not sleeping at all. I mean,
Yeah.
like I was laying in bed one night and I'm like, it is 5:30 a.m. What is happening? And I'm like, logically, I am tired. My body is tired, but my mind is like, let's do
Well,
everything. And then I was like, I mean, I pretty much don't drink caffeine.
so you don't like so you stop drinking it. Are you decaf now, or is that what you do?
Yeah, I do decaf. But I do if I get an ice like I love iced coffee.
Yeah, iced coffee is one hell of a drug. Uh,
Yeah, it really is. And I usually go to Dunkin' Donuts because it's less expensive and
I'm not a fan of Starbucks, honestly. I would only do their peppermint mochas.
I have no strong feelings either way about Starbucks. Like, I mean, it's good, but I'm like, I don't know. It's not like
Mm-mm.
$8 a drink good or however
They're
much
they're
they
not as
cost.
good as they used to be. They had one I really loved. It was a brownie, like way back when they first started coming around, in my area at least. And it was like a brownies crumble or something like it was something brownie. And I was getting that like all the time. I was probably 14, 15, maybe a little earlier than that. And sorry.
I mean, he's not wrong. Rainbow diamonds are rare.
Yeah, so they got rid of that though. Like my mom wants, and then like they just sometimes don't make it, but like they'll either make it too strong or just too weak. If you get,
Yes,
I don't know if that makes sense.
it does make
McDonald's does
sense.
that too.
Yeah,
That's why
McDonald's really does. Like McDonald's, I'm like, calm
I
down with this sugary syrup. Like it's sickening to take a sip. And I like
yeah
my I mean, I don't like my coffee overly sweet anyway, but I
yeah I
like a
used to
mocha I did too.
yeah yeah I used to, but I can't do it anymore. It sends me to like it's just too much. Yeah, I don't know. That's the thing is with McDonald's, it's either gonna be overly sugared or not enough at all.
See, I don't mind when it's no sugar, and they don't comprehend when I ask for that.
Yeah.
I'm like, I would just like a iced coffee with cream, or like, and they're like, what are you saying to us? And I'm like, don't put any syrup in it.
And then it's like all over. all over the whipped cream.
Well, and then it's like half cream, and I'm like, I did
Yeah.
want some coffee in here. Like this, you just handed me a cup of cream, basically.
Their Shamrock, they actually had a Shamrock McFlurry that's actually really good too.
See,
The
I
McFlurry
will
one.
say their Oreo McFlurry, their winter flavor McFlurry.
What's so winter about it? 'Cause
I was like, that's a scam, McDonald's.
like, hey, don't forget this. We have McFlurry. Like, does your machine work?
Isn't that what they had before?
Yeah, and the first one, I think that was like their first one besides the M&Ms. So they had the M&Ms one. They used to have the Reese's Pieces ones. I don't
Oh,
think they
I
do
love
that anymore.
Reese's Pieces.
Oh, I love Reese's Pieces too. Do you have Dairy Queen?
Yeah.
Like the Blizzards? Okay, I don't know how like where it's all at because they're kind of like there's not many around here anymore. A lot of them shut down. But they had this. It was chocolate ice cream cookie dough. So you know how like the cookie dough ice cream is usually vanilla?
Yeah.
It was chocolate.
Yeah,
It was
you
like
can get
double
any
chocolate.
Blizzard with chocolate ice cream.
Yeah, like well, that's what they did. They advertised it to where it was chocolate. I think they call it double chocolate chip cookie dough or something like that. Yeah, so I haven't been to Dairy Queen in so long because they're another one that's pretty expensive.
Yeah, I actually went at some point during the pandemic. I was like, oh, I'm gonna go get a Blizzard, and I didn't. I don't know. I mean, it wasn't very big. I mean, it was like a good size, but not. But it was crazy expensive. So when they're like, that'll be $8.95, and then they hand you a little cup, and I'm like, what's
What?
happening?
Like, I should have went to Baskin Robbins
Yeah, for real. I was
or
like, this
Cold
is,
Stone.
and I'm
You
like,
guys
your
have Cold
Blizzards.
Stones?
Yes, I've never been to one though.
Oh my goodness. They do it in front of you and you can like do whatever you want.
Yeah,
And they
Maggie
like
Moo's is like that too, aren't they?
I
They have
don't
Maggie
know,
Moo's.
I don't never been to one of those. But the Cold Stones is pretty good. See look. See, we're talking about Oreos because we're talking about Oreo McFlurry.
Yeah, an
You
Oreo
know,
mixed in. I think that Oreo's got a bit of an ego though, because they really go places they shouldn't go.
they had like a watermelon one at one point. I never even touched that because I was like, watermelon
That's
Oreo?
disgusting.
How and why?
No. Oh
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
that like
It
gives me
was
the
like one
willies.
summer. Yeah, it was one summer. They had like these weird. I think they even had like a. Uh, shoot, did they have like a avocado one? Can't remember. It was like weird flavored, and I'm like, but the watermelon just catches. Like, I cannot forget that one because that's just like it traumatized me because I was like, that's disgusting. Who's
It
gonna
is
eat?
disgusting. But you know what? I think like 8-year-old me would have loved it.
I don't even think 8-year-old me would love it. Like, I
I
love
think I would have.
watermelon. Watermelon's one of my favorite fruits, but I
I like actual watermelon. I hate watermelon flavored things.
so it has to be certain things.
But I love like fake banana flavor. So
And then you don't like the real bananas.
no, real bananas are my favorite fruit, I will say.
I'm
If I
not.
had to choose.
I'm not really a big banana person.
A lot of people
Like,
aren't. I always thought bananas were like the neutral fruit, like just everyone ate them. And
well,
as an
yeah, I can
adult,
eat
I've
them.
found a lot of people are like, no, I don't like bananas. I'm
The
like,
thing is,
what?
I can eat a banana. I can eat a banana, whatever. But it's not the go-to fruit for me. But I would actually eat it with. I do the peanut butter banana sandwiches.
That is one of my favorite things. I like to do that on Saturday morning.
Do you
And
toast the bread?
yes,
Okay.
I toast the bread, little peanut butter, slice my banana, and that is when I make coffee because I love a cup of hot coffee with peanut butter.
Do you leave it black or?
No, I put a little milk in it,
Okay, I didn't.
but
I
I don't
know
put
some.
any
I didn't
sweet.
know.
But I think peanut butter and coffee is one of the greatest flavor combinations, and it's never discussed.
Yeah. You know my grandparents would drink black coffee, but my grandma would dip the thin mint, like the Girl Scout thin mints.
Oh yeah,
She would dip that in her coffee.
I dip a lot of stuff in my coffee. I'm a coffee
I
dipper.
Yeah, I love powdered donuts, like the white powdered donuts. I love those, and I would
Yes.
love dipping them into coffee.
I also like the brown sugar cinnamon Belvitas. Have you ever had those dipped in
No,
coffee? They're
I have
very
not.
good. Yeah. Oh my god.
Sounds good.
Well, and I get a lot of stuff like that. I'm like, I'm gonna dip that in my coffee, and people are like, "Calm down." Like I save it for that Saturday morning is my like put crap in your coffee.
That's like that's just your routine. Like that's what you look forward to. On Friday, on Saturday morning.
Yeah. Well, and, I used to watch that cooking show, The Kitchen or something. I
I'd
don't
like to
know.
say which cooking show.
There was some like hour-long cooking show.
Oh,
And
which
so
one? What
I,
channel?
Food Network, I think.
Oh, geez.
It had I can't even remember the people who were on it.
It was.
Jeffrey.
It was an emerald.
No.
Bam.
It had Sunny
I don't know any of those.
and I don't know.
It's been so long. My dad used to watch the Food Network all the time, and Emerald
I
was his favorite.
well, I would watch that show and I would make like whatever my fancy breakfast was that I was gonna like put in my coffee mug. And I would sit on the couch and eat. And I'm not like an couch eater. So it was like this really like luxurious morning. I don't know. It was just a delight.
That sounds
And
awesome though. Like I'm not normally like it's like the no rules on a Saturday morning.
yeah,
Hold on.
like I eat at my dining room table. So to eat on the couch, I'm like, this is crazy. I also do that sometimes with pizza, because I will get
What
pizza
pizza?
and watch TV and eat it.
My goodness. Hold on.
Yes,
my
the
goodness.
kitchen. That's what it was. Always creative.
Well, you did say the kitchen.
That's what I thought it was, but I'm like, I'm not sure. I don't know. It was on at like 9 or 10 a.m.
Oh, that's right. I forget. Always grateful. Oh, she watches the Food Network too.
Yeah.
I don't have cable. I can't do like cable's just too expensive. I'm not spending almost $200 for cable and internet. I need the internet for work, but that's what
Dude, cable,
Netflix is for.
all those stupid streaming services, I'm furious at all of them.
What
Because,
did they do to you? Did
well, do
each
you,
one do something to you?
a little bit, yeah.
What did Netflix do to you?
Okay, Netflix, I have no beef with.
Okay, then what did Hulu do with you? Do
Hulu,
with you? Do to
Hulu is a show tease. They're like, we have that show, but you've got to pay like whatever the cheapest Hulu plan is. I'm gonna make up a number. Let's say I paid
Wait.
10.
Hold on. You watch Hulu with ads?
No, I had Hulu without ads, so I had the one step up.
Okay, so you have Hulu. Okay, that's what I have. And oh yeah, there are some. I know what you're talking about. There are some like because they also have like uh Showtime and stuff like that in
Yeah,
there.
and
But
Hulu
then
would be
it
like,
prompts
"We have
you,
that show," and then it's like, but
but
you
it
can't
takes you
watch
somewhere
it.
else.
And they're like, you can watch it if you sign up for like the $49.99 plan or so. It's something ridiculous. And I'm like,
Well, they have live, like, because they also have live TV. I think that's the $50 thing because it's like live TV,
well,
and it's like, what's the point? I can get an antenna
well,
if I
and
really want
they
to.
don't have like, I just hate, okay, here is my problem. Maybe I do have a problem with Netflix. I just hate how like whatever show I'm watching, like it's not all in one spot. You have to like hunt for shows. I mean, I have a Fire Stick, so yes, you can just search the title of the show. But like certain seasons are on this streaming network, certain seasons are over here. Sometimes they don't have every episode in a season. That infuriates me. And
Who does that?
a lot of them.
I have never came across that.
Yeah, because maybe you didn't notice, but I'm crazy and I caught it. And I've caught it multiple times.
Well, there is one thing that Hulu has been irritating about is because of they. Hold on, my goodness.
Okay, I'm gonna launch into my whole. This is my real big beef. So I had Philo, and the whole reason I had it was Hallmark movies, HGTV.
I love HGTV.
Yeah, I had HGTV, Hallmark movies, the Food Network, and then I could
And
watch.
what was this?
It was called Philo. It was
Okay.
like.
Oh, I know what you're talking. I think I know what you're talking about. Oh, yeah, keep going.
Yeah, so it had like the 4 like big networks that I watched, right? And it had HGTV. Now I follow a lot of interior designers. Like I read their blogs, all that. HGTV was coming out with a show called The Next Great Interior Designer. It was like a competition show. An interior designer I follow was going to be on it. And I'm like, oh, right. I have HGTV.
Oh, no. This isn't going to end well.
No. So they aired the first episode on HGTV. And then they go, now you have to switch to the app. And I'm like,
They've been doing that lately. Like, they've been, like, really forcing their app, like, each. Like, how you used to be able to watch, like, IG channel on Hulu. A lot of those are gone now because now they have the IG app. They want you to get their own streaming app. And it's
I
like,
know.
why?
Yeah. And I'm like, I don't
want to.
No, I don't want 50 apps on my stupid Fire Stick.
I might as well go back to cable TV. Like, no
and then they'll be like, it's only $4.99 a month. It's only $7.99.
Only.
And I'm like,
Yeah,
times 100 because all of you want us to do this. I'm like, it's just as expensive.
Like CBS does that. I don't know if you have CBS, but
no.
It's usually channel 13. But CBS over by us, some things you can't even watch anymore. Because you have to watch it on the app. Like I think Dancing with the Stars is like that now. You only can watch it on Disney Plus.
Okay,
I
but
could be
Paramount
wrong.
Plus. Let's talk about those jokes.
Oh no.
So
Okay.
I had that specifically to watch The Challenge, right? Terrible show, but I watch it.
It's just like a terrible show you like to watch.
Yeah, and I like have a YouTube channel that I watch. He does like an analysis of it, and they do like whatever. And so I had Paramount Plus specifically for this one effing show. And the new season comes out, and I settle down. Now, I do not usually watch shows on like the night they come out. Like, I watch TV on Friday nights after I do my stream. So I'm like, all right, I'm going to watch the show. And I'm all excited. And I can't find it on Paramount Plus, which is supposed to be like MTV's app. Although MTV has its own app too. And they're
That's
like,
a
oh,
whole. This is like a whole nother. Like, let's talk about all these different apps.
yeah, well, and it's not on Paramount Plus. And
So
I'm
where is
like,
it? What happened? Why isn't it? Why isn't it there?
I don't know. I guess you have to get the MTV app and pay for that.
Oh my god!
And I'm like,
Why?
no, you bastards.
MTV doesn't. MTV doesn't have any good shows. Sorry.
No, it doesn't. I agree. Do you
Like
watch The Challenge Always Grateful? I love it. It's a terrible show, but I love it. And I listen to the podcast. Like,
well, just like the dance, like not Dance with the Stars. I don't watch that anymore. But The Masked Singer. It's a terrible, terrible show. But I watch it. I
right.
actually haven't watched it this season because it's just like I hate when they do like when they start changing it up. It's like, why are we doing all this? This is just too much. Like, just do it the way you did it in season 1.
Right. Well, and sometimes you're like, listen, as an audience, we're dum-dums and we want it this way. Like,
Exactly.
this is our comfort. We come here. We don't want you, don't mess with our comfort. Like, you've sucked us into the stupid show. Because The Challenge did that too. They did like a spy theme for several episodes or seasons, and they kept like exploding stuff. Like, they had too much pyrotechnics, and I'm like, can they fire the guy who likes the pyrotechnics, because it's awful. Like, get that turkey out of there. We want to go back to the old shows. Yeah, are you watching Ride or Die Always Grateful? Because that I will watch tonight. It aired last night. I'm like, that's my, like, instead of watching Real Housewives, that's my version of, like, we all have.
That's the thing is I really don't watch anything. Oh my goodness.
I also, my other crappy reality show is 60 Days In. But
what the heck is that about?
Oh man. It is so bad. It is about regular people like you and I volunteer to go to jail for 60 days to like figure out what's wrong with the jail.
How much are we getting paid?
I don't know how much they get paid. The people are, I always laugh about it because like the people try and fit in.
Oh my
and the
God.
convicts immediately are like, so you're with 60 Days In. And they're like, how can you tell? And they're like, well, you have nice teeth and you don't know what the hell's going on in here. Like,
you need to be 60 days in to be 60 days in. Like, get do some research.
Well, it's so obvious. Like, I don't know. It's fascinating though, because why would you volunteer for that? I never would. But I love watching it. And like this season, they got all ex-convicts to go in.
See, that's what they should have done in the first place.
Yeah, except for like the first 2 weeks, half of them are like, forget this, I'm out of here. They're like, jail sucks. Why did I think this was a good idea?
Yeah.
And I'm like, that is the logical, I don't know, response to it. It's just, it's like a weird, this season is not very good. And I was watching it for free on the A&E app, but I missed a week, like the week I was sick.
Uh-huh.
And then I didn't stream 1 week because we went to Claire's stream. She did like a mayhem on a Friday. So I forgot I forgot about the show. And by the time I got back to it, they were like, oh, you have to watch the free episode like the week it aired. And I'm like, now I'm out.
Are you serious?
Yeah. So then I got mad at A&E. I'm
That's
like,
so stupid. What's the point in having it if you have to watch it within a certain time frame? Like, I have not even, like, I watched Handmaid's Tale, but I haven't even watched this season yet. I haven't watched Masked Singer yet. Like, there's so many stuff I haven't watched. I just started watching The Crown because I love The Crown.
See, thank you. I take comfort because I'm not a binge watcher when it comes to TV. And I'm like,
I used to be.
I am not. I just
Yeah, I used to be able to sit and watch a bunch of episodes back to back, but I'm gonna say after I had my son, I have other things to do.
well, and I always did when I worked in an office. I had TV night on Thursday nights, so I would come home and like eat leftovers, put on my pajamas, and I would eat on the couch.
Okay, so do you actually eat on a table normally
Yeah,
or
I
a
ate at my
bar?
dining room table.
Okay. Is that something that you always did as a kid?
Yeah, we always had dinner at the table. So,
Yeah,
and I
see,
just prefer it.
yeah, I would prefer it too, but in my house as a kid, the dining room table just became the clutter because we would all just eat and watch TV on the couch.
See, we did not have a TV in our living room or like upstairs. Well, I lived in a ranch house and our TV was in the basement.
Oh,
So,
that's the way to do it.
yeah, so upstairs, like when you had dinner, there was no TV. Although, one time, my favorite episode of Three's Company was going to be on, and my parents moved a little TV into the dining room,
Oh, that's so nice.
and we watched that episode while we ate dinner, and it was awesome.
Like, this is the one and only time we're doing it.
Yeah, like it was a real treat.
Did you have to? So, were you actually? Was it a working ranch or was it just a ranch house?
Just a ranch style house.
Oh, okay. So you didn't like milk the cows or anything like that?
No. No, it was in the middle of like suburbia. Although there was a
Yeah.
cornfield behind us.
Oh, what did you get? Did you guys do a lot of get in trouble in that cornfield?
We would play in it, but we did not get in trouble.
Yeah, the first house that my parents were buying, there was a creek behind it that all the cousins and my brothers and I would go play in, and we would just walk the creek to the school and go and find a bunch of turtles and stuff in the creek.
Yeah,
Bring it home.
Same. We had a creek in our neighborhood too. Our neighborhood was really hilly, and my parents were one of like the first people to build a house in there, so there was a lot of like trees and we had
they built the house.
Yeah,
that's cool.
And we had bike paths through certain lots and stuff. So then when people came and like started to build on that lot, we were like, we hate those people. Even though they're perfectly nice, we just lost our like path through the woods.
Just start egging their house on Halloween.
But we had a lot of like,
how dare you?
I know, we're like, that was the best bike trail. Come on.
Yeah, so we used to get like, anytime they couldn't find us, they knew, because we would play in the backyard because it's like right next to the or right behind the backyard, and they knew like, cause like Dad would come chasing after us, like, where are you guys going?
Well, my brother told me a shark lived in one portion of the creek, and he's like, you can't go in there. Only I am cool with the shark. And so for many years,
brother.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So for many years, I would be like, "Oh my god, you can't go in there. There's a shark in there," and I would like keep the other kids my age out of it. And then I don't know, one of my parents was like, "That is dumb. A shark doesn't live in the creek." And I'm like,
because there's like no water, right?
No, and it was like the slightly deeper part that was like maybe a foot deep. And my brother's like, there's a shark in there. Only he could go in it. And playing in the creek was fun though.
It was. Yeah, my brother would do that. My brother and cousins would do that too.
No, Claire's here.
Oh no. We already done. We talked about that an hour ago.
I love when Claire shows
Hey,
up and she's like,
Boo.
she never shows up when we're discussing the actual Oreo.
Yeah. What I keep wanting to call it Napoleon. What's it called again?
Neapolitan.
Neapolitan. The Neapolitan one is a 5.
Yep.
You'll have to just watch the beginning if you want to know the details.
Don't dip it because you got soggy waffle cone.
Yeah, it doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't. It's just better. Honestly, it's better by itself. Honestly, the cream is just better by itself.
And that's rare for Oreos because I find most of the cream I could do without.
Yeah, the cream is the only part I like on that Oreo. Like,
Dude, I totally believe Claire on this. Next week, I'm not talking about anything but Oreo. She bought like 45 different flavors.
yeah, that sounds good.
Claire's like, oh, we're doing them all.
Yeah. I think Claire, with next Thursday, you should definitely do the pumpkin spice one.
That's a good Thanksgiving one because next week is
Yeah.
Thanksgiving.
Well, it's Thanksgiving for you guys. It's my anniversary, so
Is it?
yeah, 12 years.
Nice. Happy anniversary.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, 12 years. He's been miserable. I'm just kidding. 12 years, I had a lot. Actually, technically, because we were together 5 years before that, so 17 years total.
You know what? My friend was just telling right before the stream, she goes, the day after Thanksgiving is her and her wife's start of their 16th year together. And I was like, that's insane. What are you guys all do? Like, I have no numbers like that under my belt. Like 3 years. I don't know. Maybe. That's a long and complicated story.
And you can get into that on a different time if you wanted to.
Yeah.
Why is she making so much noise? God, this kid. Anyone want a gremlin?
I do not. Thank you, though.
Gremlin?
That's a boys,
Anyone?
though. Boys are always loud.
You would think it would be the girls.
I did live next door to 2 little girls, and man, they would scream. And I would be like, I can't tell if you guys are hurt or not.
That's how they do it.
Please stop screaming. And they, I'm like,
yeah, there's a reason you can't watch that because it's not good. So you can't watch. It's restricted. He's trying to watch a video and YouTube's not letting him because I have it restricted.
Is that the one thing YouTube does right?
Yeah. Sometimes that's the thing. Like some of the things that they have restricted shouldn't be, and some of the things that aren't should be.
I think we should be able to like filter our channels ourselves because you doing this skirt around language, like how people say unalive. Well, we all know what that means. It's just immature, in my opinion.
Yeah. Yeah. So in order, because some of the things he watches a lot of like these gamers that play like they do mostly like for kids too, but because of the whole thing like with the kids, a lot of them aren't on the kids app. And at a certain, if I put his birthday in, they would only let him do the kids app. It's like, well, why can't I just be like a parent, like, you know, in control of it? Because he doesn't like. There's not that much stuff on the kids app that's really that great anyway. It's just all like kitty stuff, like for 2-year-olds. And with some of the stuff he does watch, but I have like his is connected to my phone, so technically I can go in right now
and shut down what he's watching. That's awesome.
Yeah, because but I'll have to, yeah, I would just have to go on YouTube and switch from mine to his. And I had to go through, and he has so many, he's subscribed to so many people. It's ridiculous. 'Cause that's what he does. He likes every single video. So he'll like it first, just so he can go back to it. And he does that on purpose because he knows there's some things he shouldn't be watching. So if we tell him he has to change it, he will change it, but then he'll go back to it another time when we're distracted. Yeah,
Genius.
he is. I
He's like,
I
okay,
say I know what you're doing. So I have to go in. And it's like there's just so many to go through. I eventually get tired of it. So I have to go in and go through all his subscribers, or the people he's subscribed to. Go through all of them, block, unsubscribe. But block doesn't even work.
no,
Like
it doesn't work.
like you could sit. I was like, man, I'm blocking it so it doesn't pop up and recommend. Why is it popping up and recommend?
You know why? Because this is my theory. Always with the theories. Because you watch something like adjacent to it. So
Yes.
like how you came on here, I linked like shenanigans in the description. So if
Okay.
someone watches this, then it would like recommend shenanigans. You know what I mean? I think it like
Yeah.
ties it together that way. So if you watch something close to what you blocked, because I had like one channel blocked me and they kept coming up in my recommended, and I was like, I'm not watching that damn channel. They blocked me.
Yeah. Like I'm shadow banned on. I don't want to say his name because he's annoying and gets chased by chihuahuas. Um, that pretty much just says it all right there.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't even know how I got shadow banned, but it'll pop up, and it's like I can't even say anything. I can't even go in and be a smartass or nothing. Like I'm just stuck.
Yeah, and I'm like, why recommend that to me? I know, right, Claria? You would never come over here.
Oh my god! Yeah, how would he find?
Did you guys hear I did a stream, well, not a whole stream, but I went off about him for a while in one of my first streams. I said my thought.
I thought it was in your first year. I don't remember.
I'm like, it was pretty funny because when I listened to the stream back, I'm like, that's pretty true. I mean, basically, I just said I don't listen to him. And for a while, I debated like clipping it out, and then I was like, no, do not do that because I don't want to bring any of that this way.
Yeah, when EKC, when she was watching him the other day or listening, I was like, even when you speed him up, it's like he sounds the same.
I know, and you kept being like, he gives me a headache. And I'm like,
yes, most of the time I have to pause it and just play and chat.
That's what I do. I'm like, I'm not even listening to her anymore, or I mute it.
Is it an Oreo question?
I've been forgetting to put people's chats up on the screen.
What's your question, Claire? Is it for Juju or is it for me? Or is it for the chat? We were talking about other cookies too, so you missed that.
Yeah.
We were talking about Oreo McFlurries. So does that count?
That's McDonald's holiday drink or dessert. Freaking McDonald's. Who did that? That's Oreo being cocky. They're like, look, we're a holiday cookie too. I'm like, no, you're not, Oreo.
I don't know. You did ask that in earlier.
Oh, I would be interested in the ginger snap Oreo.
About the banana cream one too?
Yeah, the banana cream, I think people have discussed. That, I'm like, could be disgusting. It would be. Oh, hey, Clumsy Clairvoyance. How's it going? Pina colada. What's happening? Claire's going crazy.
Claire, you need to do a petition where you should be hired by Oreos to
No
do
doubt.
all of the flavors.
I think she does work for Oreo. That's why she always blasts us for not talking about Oreos on the.
Well, then we need to get paid. I'll laugh so hard if Oreo ever reaches out to you and go, "Would you like to be sponsored?"
I'd be like, absolutely. You clearly haven't listened to my
yes.
streams.
Okay, that's probably one I would try. Pineapple.
Clumsy is. Remember when I was telling you earlier? I'm like, I was gonna try and get other people to come on, and I was in her chat, and I go, "How do you feel about Oreos?" And she goes, "I don't like them." I was like, "Neither do I. It doesn't matter." But I didn't get around to asking her if she would come do a review for Crappy Cookie.
An apple or banana cream pie waffle.
A pineapple Oreo? Claire, have you been drinking? You're making more sense than the Oreo people do.
Claire.
I know. But then get us in another stream. We'll talk Oreos all night.
Yeah, right.
And I tried to shut that down, so we saved the Oreo chat for here.
I would try that.
Oh my gosh.
I was saying they should do the dark chocolate and mint together. I'll be so down with that.
Well, this is a complicated question, Clumsy. Yes,
she hates it right now.
Yeah, I do hate it right now.
Let me just answer this question.
We're reviewing all the flavors, and they're not good. So it's skewing my original thoughts about Oreos. A tiramisu flavored one. Look at Claire got us back on Oreo track.
Claire's ball in the bushes. Like, wait, this is going too off topic. I gotta get in here. Get it back to the Oreo.
Anytime Claire's been in an Oreo stream, she just blasts us for not talking Oreos.
I thought aren't you and her supposed to do a debate or something like that?
She's doing Oreo reviews next week, so be prepared. Yeah. It's going to be a great episode, everyone.
It's going to be the only one that has like an hour-long Oreo review.
She discovers every flavor left, and she's like, "Stop it with your dumb reviews."
Yeah, Grace didn't like it either, right? The toffee one. No, she gave it a 6. I think she gave it a 6.
I'm like, I can't find it.
I feel attacked, Claire. I feel attacked.
You know what, though? Dark chocolate Oreo got a 10.
I think that's the only one so far.
I have to get you ready to talk about. You know what, Claire? You weren't here for this earlier, but I said I'm naming these cookie chats. And what it is a great icebreaker to talk to someone.
Yes, dark chocolate is the best. I can't say that. Dark chocolate one is really good, but I really love the mint one too.
I like how you almost sound emotionally torn. You're like, "Ugh, mint. I did not mean to say that about you."
I don't need mint to not like me.
I know. So like that's what it sounds like. You're like, "No, mint, come back." I just picture mint like won't even get in your cart at the grocery store. I heard what you said about dark chocolate.
Ooh, do tell, Clumsy, if you don't mind. If you can.
Yeah, tell us your story, Clumsy. Guys, Clumsy has a great channel. She reads tarot cards. Except for it's in the middle of the night. So if you're up in the middle of the night.
If you were in insomnia. Hey, that's where a lot of That's how mayhem got started. Is because we were looking for something to do because there's one person that used to do. He called it insomniac streams, but he just stopped doing them, and that's a lot of us that were up. A lot of us that were still up like late at night. This was back when I used to work like later in the day, so I was always up super late.
Yeah. Well, I'm
So
like more on.
I'm not a morning person at all. Anytime
Mm,
if I have to wake up before 7 o'clock, which I do for work, I'm cranky. Like I'm cranky. Oh, go ahead, read that.
My dad used to wake up in the middle of the night, early morning, to eat 3 Oreo cookies and a big glass of orange juice. Your dad is.
Wow.
That's a. I don't even know how to feel about that.
Did he dip them in the orange juice, or did he just drink it as he ate it? Yes, Claire, those were really some of the like fun nights. Miss those streams. Oh, so no, he didn't dunk it. Okay.
Okay. Good. I was concerned about the dunking aspect. That's still an odd combo. Well, no, it kind of isn't though. Chocolate and orange.
There is. I was about to say, like, I know Walmart has an orange shape. It's like it's actually shaped like an orange and it's chocolate. Like it's chocolate orange flavored, and it's actually really good.
Yes, my friends get those in their Christmas stockings.
Really?
Yeah.
Wouldn't think of it as a Christmas thing.
Wait a sec. Her dad is really skinny. I'm like, maybe we need to
That's
try this.
how. That's the thing that's so funny is like my dad. He's he's thin, like he's skinny everywhere else, but when because he drinks beer, he has that beer belly, and then he stopped smoking, so he substituted chocolate for his smoking. Oh, Grace, you're still here. I thought you fell asleep on us.
I did too.
I thought you went horizontal.
I also do not like chocolate and orange.
I actually really like it
Yeah, a lot of people do.
because it just has like a little hint of an orange taste, but it's not like overwhelming.
No, I don't. I'm like, no, I don't like it. Like, I'm like, get out of my chocolate orange. Also, stay away from like fruit. Also, like Oreos, it gets a bit of an ego, and I'm like, stay away from my meat. I don't want you on my pork or anything. You know, mango salsa.
Stay
No,
away
thank
from
you.
my meat.
You know?
You can't say these things with me. You can't say triple stuff, double stuff. You can't say any of that. I'm already bad in chat. This will go down the wrong
Grace Case falls asleep on me and wakes up for Claire.
way. She hears the Claire's in here and wakes up. Like, okay, we feel the love. I'm just kidding.
I know. I got the cakesters and I have thoughts.
What is that? Oh, the cakesters. That's right. You were just telling me about that.
Yep.
She was just telling me about that like 2 hours ago. See? No, he's grateful.
Stop it. Stay away from my meat. I'm just gonna put that on a t-shirt.
Oh my god, my stomach. Oh
Dude, that's true. That is good. And
no,
you don't like red. Oh, you don't like wine.
I'm not really a wine person. I never really had it. I had like white wine before on my honeymoon, and it wasn't that great. I didn't finish it. I'm a whiskey person.
Oh yeah, those are two different flavor profiles. I have to be in
Yeah.
the
Oh,
mood for wine.
I do like I do like Bailey's.
Oh, I do too.
I do like the mudslide. There's this thing called mudslide that my husband and I used to get, and it's just like a chocolate, like pretty much just chocolate milk, chocolate milk alcohol. It's delicious. I love it. And then buzz balls. There's these little buzz balls. I only need one of those, and I'm like done. I'm
What
done for
is
the
a
night.
buzz ball?
Oh my goodness, buzz ball. It's like it's like a little tiny like ball type shape, but it has like the can open, like it's like a little can opener on the top. I can't explain. You're gonna have to go.
Oh,
Wait. Do I
wait.
have
I feel like I've seen that.
I think I might have a picture.
I'm like, am I making it up in my head?
Picture somewhere. A bunch of them.
Are you sending
I
it to
didn't want
me?
to go to Yelp. I wanted to go somewhere else.
Buzz balls liquor. Oh, there's a ton of them.
Oh, you're Googling it? Yes. Ton of them. Ton of them. Yeah, so they have like they're buzzball cocktails, but they have the mudslide one, which is really delicious. Uh, but they have a bunch of different stuff in them.
And
If
I'm
I'm
trying to
making
find.
any sense.
Oh, I was trying to pull it up so I can share it.
Yeah, so there's 15. It used to be 20% alcohol in it. It used to be those little things, 20% alcohol, but it's 15 now. Uh, and I just drink one of those, and I'm like, I'm done.
This is what we should be flavor testing.
I'm like, I'm a goofy. Like, you think I'm goofy now? Like, give
I
me
was like,
something.
I would never do this on stream ever.
No. My
I like this
I'm one of
name.
those laughing ones, the laughing drunks.
Yeah, I'm usually a pretty
I laugh
happy
at
drunk.
everything. I like annoy my husband all the time because I'm all poking him and stuff.
I'm like, I like the
Like,
names of all these. Seasonal flavor. Listen, I'm getting mad at seasonal flavors. They need to settle
what's the,
themselves down.
what's the seasonal flavor? Did you use your waffle?
Why is this not playing? So the chillers, everyone. Here's how you know it's a chiller. It just says chiller at the end of the name. Oh, sorry, Strawberry Rita. I lumped you in there. Oh, the Lime Reader got into
The
the
pina
club.
colada one. They have a pina colada one. Delicious. What are all the names? The mudslide one is good. Oh no, it's chocolate, like
Choco Chiller.
chocolate. Yeah, that one's delicious. Um, I can't. I pretty much had almost all of them. I want to tell you.
Where do you get them at the grocery store?
Mainly like liquor stores or gas stations. I know a lot of liquor stores have them.
I'm gonna check at my local liquor store.
Yeah, they're really good. Really good.
I would like to note that you had more enthusiasm for these than you did for the new.
Like, yeah, they're good, and they're small, so that you can drink them pretty quick, and they got enough alcohol in it. At least for me, because I'm only 5 foot, so anything like it's just anything that gets me pretty messed up pretty fast because how short I am. I can't handle that much.
I'm
Well,
like,
Walmart has them. Does the burnt down Walmart have them?
Mousy.
I wonder if they survived.
Or did they all explode in a chiller mess?
We haven't had a Walmart update in a while, Mousy. Are they rebuilding?
Yeah, Mousy, we need a Walmart update.
Yeah, Walmart update. We get the gyms. Oh my god, candy store gym update. I'm still dying when you did the turnaround and did the drag by. You're going like slow. I just can't stop laughing about it.
Because you can't see anything. And I thought I was going so slow. But it's like a busy road. So I have to like do it when no cars are around. Like it's real creepy. Like if you saw the area and I'm like, I'm gonna go 5 miles per hour and videotape this business. And then I drove by it today and I was like, oh, too early for Zumba.
That's the thing though, it's like I wonder what they're really doing in there because the curtains were shut.
They're working out, I'm telling you. They're doing
what kind of working out? That was a paper towel. If anyone heard that was getting a paper towel. I was like, wait, that almost sounds like a fart. Oh my goodness.
They have the little step up thing that when you're doing aerobics you can like step onto it like a stair.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
And then they have the bands, the like big rubber bands that you like. One time I drove by and they had them around their thighs. They were like opening and closing their legs, and they have and sometimes they just like, I don't know.
So they're doing like to work out the inner thighs.
Yes,
is what it sounds like they're doing.
And they like do like side steps and stuff and clap. You can hear the clap from a block away.
Oh my goodness.
I mean, that gym is wild. And
it seems like it's wild at night.
Well, and I told you they had a big party on Halloween.
Yeah. Well, it's a candy store. I would hope so.
Yeah, and they had like a bouncer. I'm like, what do you think? Everyone's gonna run in there and like raid the place? And they were
oh my goodness, I imagined it.
Well,
this big buff dude just standing in the front. Can I see your invitation?
I took video that night because he's the one. I was driving by and I'm like, oh my gosh, they're having a party. So I grabbed my phone out to record it and he saw me. But I think he was like, oh,
he's gonna write down your license.
Halloween party. But I went actually to the liquor store and then I was coming back by. And so I recorded again. I mean, I was like back by within 5 minutes. And he did that, like turned and looked at me like, what are you doing, creepy woman, recording again?
It would have been hilarious if he like struck a pose or something for you.
He struck a like scared me for being a creepy person. I was like, what am I doing? I don't know. When I saw him, I was like, I like put my phone down and hit the gas and drove off. Like I'm super guilty. It was, I don't know.
Do you got fur balls by you? This Chonko. And what do you call it? Velcro? Is that what you call him?
Yeah, I call Buddy Velcro. Because, well, Grace Case called him that. Oh. And then I ran with
Jeremiah, turn this down.
I thought that Chonko and Velcro were trying to remain anonymous online. Those are screen names.
I usually try not to say his name. Oh well. Not yet.
They'll be there soon.
Are you going to be on a little bit longer? Because I got to put my son to sleep. I can always just mute real quick and put my phone down. Or do you want to, what would you want to do?
I'll probably shut it down because we've already gone an hour and 35 minutes.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Sorry. I don't mean to end the party, but I usually put him to sleep 10 minutes ago.
Well, and I'm trying to not do 5-hour streams.
Oh, we can go 5 hours. No, I wouldn't be able to anyway because my husband goes to work. So because he'll like be up soon anyway. So, but
Grace Case is going to sleep now because
yeah,
Claire left. She's like, "Oh, I'll go back to sleep."
yeah, right. Mousie's already like
Yeah,
in her
Mousie's in bed
cocoon.
too.
Yeah, she's in her cocoon of a electric heated blanket. We lost Clumsy. Always grateful. I'm sure she's still listening. Oh, Claire's still here. Uh-oh.
No.
Oh no.
She's just not blasting us. For
So you
talking
can't
about
go to
Oreo.
sleep yet, Grace. Claire's still here. I'm just kidding.
Is it a pumpkin Oreo you turn into, Mousy?
So tomorrow, what is your plans for your live tomorrow?
Nothing. I have nothing. I mean, I have some like.
I thought you were going live though, or is it just a random live,
Just random.
like you normally do? Okay.
Yeah, Friday night, whatever we feel like talking about. It feels like Friday night now, doesn't it?
Yeah, Claire's been saying it's Friday all day.
It feels like I have the like Friday night. 10 p.m. Eastern, Clairview. Every Friday night we do a.
Where there be snacks.
Yeah, Mousie's in charge of snacks. Did you hear that, Mousy? Get out of bed and get snacks.
There be that popcorn with extra butter.
I know. I've been trying to get the popcorn she recommends. I still have not been successful.
Try my hat. I keep saying I try not to, but he's like going nuts. Yes, popcorn.
Mousy's got snacks. Yeah.
I only have regular Oreos, and Claire's the one with the other Oreos.
I have 5 million Oreos. You guys can have them. I do not want them. I'm just keeping them.
I better get my son to bed. He's getting crazy. So I have to drop off.
Thanks for your review.
my 20-minute review.
It was great. We got the point.
Yeah, it's not the best, not the worst.
It's a flavored Oreo.
Exactly. I don't like Tootsie Rolls.
I do like Tootsie Rolls.
I don't like those. I only like the fruit ones. I can't do the chocolate Tootsie Rolls.
Really?
Just not a fan.
I have a whole jar of Tootsie Rolls in my house.
They're all yours.
Oh my gosh, this sounds delicious.
Oh, wow. Yeah, but thank you for having me. I had so much fun. It was
Thanks for coming.
Fun. And I will see you tomorrow if I don't see you in other streams. And are you doing a live tomorrow, Claire? Or is that just depending on if the jury's back?
Oh yeah.
I can't remember.
I think they'll come back tomorrow. I'm a little surprised they didn't come back today.
Yeah, I don't know.
I checked YouTube several times because I was like, what if I'm missing it?
Yeah. I totally forgot. Yeah, everyone hit that like. I was the first like, and Mousy was in here before me. Oh, I just called you out. I'm just kidding.
If we get a verdict, Claire is going live for it.
Okay, but you're not doing any other lives besides that one.
Me? Claire. Oh, are you doing Mayhem this weekend?
That will probably be Saturday if we are. We have to get more people.
Teresa,
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
I love
Oh,
Teresa.
no. No, ma'am. Okay. Lame. No,
It's
ma'am.
making me crazy too. I really thought the verdict would come in today.
Oh, wait. Maybe
So
she's saying nope, no other streams. Maybe she's saying nope, no other streams unless there's a verdict. Okay, yeah. So trying to get. So, okay, I was right. I just didn't want to be wrong. So that will be what, Saturday? Yeah, Saturday night usually.
yeah, sometimes
So,
on Fridays, whenever she can get people.
yeah.
What was the question today?
I'm going to let you finish. I'm going to drop off. So,
Okay.
good night.
Good night. Good night, Gremlin. Mrs. Cassandra is mayhem. I think that is, you're right. What was their question today? I didn't see that. Wait, maybe I did. I don't remember. Because I watched both Tony Ortega videos from yesterday. Oh, no. From, what is today? I watched Tuesdays and Wednesdays. I'm behind. There's somebody, what do you think, Claire? Do you think there's somebody they're debating about? You think they have like two of them agreed upon and they wanted to hear the recross of phone conversation with Danny from Flair. Interesting. What are they discussing? Don't you want like after verdicts come out, I'm like, I need the whole jury to sit down and tell me everything. Sorry, I muted to take a Velcro has arrived. I was wondering that too. You know what's interesting? I did watch the DUI guy did a review of the jury. And he said he thought they were going to go guilty. And he went through and I don't know, he was like overly confident about it, but he made some interesting points. I mean, who really knows? But then didn't Tony Ortega said something where he pointed out somebody where he was like, not sure about this one. I don't know. This could go any direction. I do too. I really wish I could have heard the testimony because I just hate having opinions about cases when I haven't heard. I mean, I've heard the facts, right? I don't know. I'm just used to watching the trials, so. Yeah, the COVID positive one got replaced by a woman, a younger woman. They got rid of the sleeping one too? Do you think he'll get the 2 out of 3 guilties? I know, that's what I'm wondering. I don't know. It's interesting too because anybody I've heard do analysis from the courtroom you know, like some people are like, oh no, they're totally going to find him guilty. And then a couple other people were like, well, the prosecutors lost it, or, you know, so, I mean, you never know. I think it'll be guilty too, but I don't want to get too. Yes, man, it's hard though. Get up there and talk about that. Ooh. Don't you wonder what are Danny's conversations like when he goes home at night? I mean, that has to be. I mean, his family's sticking by him. I don't know. I think Scientology has to be in there mucking about. It's interesting. We'll see. You think tomorrow's the day we'll hear? Yeah, they definitely are. I mean, they were told not to go to authorities. That's terrible. And if that could ever be explained to me, I don't understand why they wouldn't report actual crimes. I don't either. And I don't think the jurors do either. That's why I think tomorrow will be. I bet they have. I don't know. There's a holdout. Always a holdout. Say it to Mousy. I think it'll be early afternoon. That's what I'm going to predict. I know. Defense is hard, isn't it? Because I have such respect for them. And it's such an important job, but also you're like, you bastard. I mean, and especially in cases like this, because there's no way that I mean, your only tactic is to go after the women and their character. So that has to feel gross at the end of the day. And I get the impression from anything I've heard, any reporting, that the defense is not coming across like he believes Danny. You know? You know, sometimes when you watch these trials, you can see the defense like genuinely has a rapport with, and I don't know. Sometimes you know that, I mean, when you know the person's guilty. But I guess, what am I trying to say? I don't know. Like, I don't think he is impressed with Danny, maybe. See, and I feel like as a juror, all of those would add up, and I'd be like, when you're doing that, you're trying to manipulate me. That means you don't have the facts on your side. When you're, man, taking things out of context makes me insane. So I feel like that would really, I don't know. That would set me off. Hi, Deb Marmer. This is one I really would like to hear what all the jurors say. Like, I really would like interviews. We'll see. We'll see what occurs. And can you imagine being the Jane Doe that didn't get guilty on your statement? I've been thinking about that. I feel like that would hurt a lot. But also you'd be like, whatever, they got it on him, so got it on the other two. Whatever helps. I don't know. We'll see. Let's hope for the right thing to occur. And right when Danny Masterson, his trial, the jurors have it. And they've had it since Tuesday. So they had it all day yesterday and all day today. And we're wondering when they're going to come back. But I think Friday. I don't think it'll go over the weekend. I would be surprised if it did. Good night, Mousy. Yeah, I'm shutting it down too. Anybody else have anything to add about Oreos? Thanks for coming, everyone. I had a great time. I'm now going to go watch the challenge and possibly DM Always Createful, because for real, you watch that show? And I will tomorrow night, Friday night, 9 p.m. right here. We have nothing planned, so whatever you want to talk about, excellent. We're good. Yeah, it was an Oreo stream, Teresa. We did Neapolitan. And it got a 5 out of 10. So not the strongest showing. Yes, I'm so glad you watched that show. I'm like, I will. Well, it's already late. I'm like, but we will discuss. True crime. I love true crime. Oh, you guys, Mousie's doing a stream on Sunday about Killer Sally, that show on Netflix. So, watch that so we can all discuss it. Yeah, you should watch Deb Mortimer. These are great, clearly great information. She recapped what was happening in court. And they're perfect, like turn them on and clean or whatever. Get stuff done. There's some trials coming up that this sounds terrible, but I am really excited about. I don't know who this was. Murdering ladies. Yeah, Deb, we talk true crime over on Claire's channel. It's great. And she presents, you'll like it, Deb, because she's not putting like wild theories out there. She presents the facts of the case, not, 800 theories that are all ridiculous. Not what riled you up that one night. Anyway, all right. We're shutting it down. I'll see you guys tomorrow night if I don't run into you before then. Watch Claire's channel she's going to go live when the Masterson verdict comes in, and we can discuss and process that together. And I will talk to you guys later. Good night.